Oh, hold on, cut that down. Better, better. Hey, you guys, it's me, Aaliyah Divine Taylor, and this is my YouTube channel. Hey, you guys. Today is Thursday, May 11th, 2023. It is 8:25 p.m. And I'm gonna do the journal. Okay, I'll be back. Hold on. I'm sorry, Gemini. Every time I try to do your reading, it's like there's always something that happens. Like earlier today, I was supposed to do your reading first, but then like as soon as I started, like immediately as I tapped into your energy, I like got like extremely horny. So I had to like, what I ended up doing is I relieved myself, and then after that, I went and I did the Libra and Aquarius readings. Oh, oh, that is so sweet. Okay. But then like literally, so I was gonna like do the readings today at like, the Gemini reading. After I threw the Libra and Aquarius reading, I was gonna do it at like immediately after once I got back at like 6. I started to like procrastinate, and then like I finally actually like mustered up the energy to do it, and it's like literally I have that going on. So it's like every time I try to do your reading, something keeps happening. I feel like that's kind of the mood here for you, Gemini. It's like if you want to, in order to like do whatever it is you're wanting to do, you definitely have to. I feel like concentrate here. I mean, you're definitely gonna need to be focusing. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's for Gemini Summon. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't do the introduction or anything. Y'all, please forgive me. Hello, my name is Leah Divine Taylor. It's my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing the general tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. That's for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have any of these Gemini placements in your chart, this reading could apply to you. But if the reading does not apply, please let it slide for another Gemini out there. Alright? The energy can be past, present, or near future, so you have to take what resonates and please leave the rest for someone else if it's not your story. Again, everybody's masculine and feminine energies, so take the roles and flip them as need be because you will always know your situation way better than I ever will. Okay, my superstars? Alright. Now, so this is the reading for Gemini for the month of May. But yeah, I'm feeling like definitely, you guys are definitely, I'm hearing, need to stay focused. So some of you guys like me are kind of like, you try to start it and like something kind of takes you off of it, and then like you try to come back and then like something still happens again. So it's like, I'm hearing you definitely just gotta make sure you're focused. Oh, the reason why I'm recording inside also is because like I was gonna use my brand new deck called Vice Versa Tarot for Gemini's, because you know how like Gemini's are the sign of duality. So I thought, what's a better deck than it having like something that like has a double meaning? Like here's the back of the card, which means something. You see, it's like the World card in the reverse, or backwards, and then it's like the World card in the front. It's like this is beautiful. But yeah, I thought it'd be so cool to have like a deck like this for the duality sign of Gemini. And I was gonna do the reading with this deck, but I didn't bring it when I was outside, so that's why I had to come back inside to grab the deck. So I just decided I'm gonna do it while I'm in here. That size was getting pretty late, and I was procrastinating. So I was gonna do it, and I just like was on my phone. I talked to the dude I'm talking to now. Talked to his mom. I was just doing everything but what I thought I was gonna do. But anyways, it is what it is. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Anyways, getting into your reading here with your new deck, the Vice Versa Tarot. Okay. Starts off, guys. Love your deck. Um, and I'm top into it. The very first card that jumped out here was the Strength card. It's the backwards meaning here. See, I'm not sure you can tell now, but it's like the woman and the lion. Yeah, it's like the nighttime. It's like they're looking at some sort of demon here. So what I get through this deck, like what I get through this deck, what I get from this card is like, I'm not sure if you are with someone or not, but if you pretty much just no matter what you go through thick and thin is what I'm hearing. Like you always stay strong. So that's how I feel like. It's like this woman who I feel like could be a divine feminine, and this lion, which I feel like could be, like I said, someone who you're potentially talking to here. It's like no matter what you guys go through, you're always in it through thick and thin. So like both of them are literally staring at that devil at the nighttime. So it's like they all, no matter what you do, it's like you always are strong, even in the midst of adversities. You stay strong because you don't really know someone's true character, who they truly are, until like stuff starts, like bad stuff starts happening and stuff goes down. I feel like when stuff like starts happening, whether it's good or bad, you stay strong through it all, which I feel like is a very admirable trait, to stay like courageous, stay bold, even in the face of danger. So that's good for you, Gemini. The Eight of Pentacles being here, I feel like right now you guys are definitely working hard here on something, on building something here. You're being very determined, very patient, to get some sort of result that you want here. I feel like you're just hard at work trying to get something, which I feel like is definitely starting to pay off here. So I'm looking at, look, I don't, cause I just opened it like 5 seconds ago. You didn't see it because like I don't know, I didn't think you wanted to watch me unwrap it. It was like my first time actually looking at the cards. I'm like, oh my god, this is like really pretty, like the double meanings. Like, oh my god, look. It's the Nine of Pentacles after the Eight of Pentacles. So you guys are working hard because I feel like you've had a lot of just the scenery that really is the change. Wow, oh, this is a beautiful deck. I'm sorry, I'm like taken away by the beauty of it. But yeah, I feel like right now y'all working on, because y'all are embodying this Nine of Pentacles energy. You're single, self-sufficient, abundant, have all the tools necessary to manifest whatever it is that you desire at this time. Because you, like I said, you've been putting in the work with the Eight of Pentacles. You've been putting in the work to get this type of lifestyle where you can live comfortably, so you can have all that you've ever wanted, really. Must come through literally hard work. As that staying strong, even times were tough, with that strength card with the Eight of Pentacles. Even when times were tough, you stayed strong. You put your nose to the grind and focused on what you wanted. And I feel like it has in turn manifested into this Nine of Pentacles. You have all that you possibly want. All that you possibly want, you have now. There we go. Make sure we stay focused. Shout out to Ariana Grande. Focus on me. I was telling you earlier, it's like you need to focus, stay focused. Yeah, I feel like that is a sign with the whole camera, like, it was shifting focus and it was kind of getting fuzzy. You need to make sure your perception is like focused on whatever it is that you want to manifest. I said, like, I said, you can, like, pay attention to all the demons and stuff like that, or whatever's going wrong in your life. Or you can take the time out to focus on your blessings, like with the Nine of Pentacles. Not letting anything stop you from whatever your goals, your dreams are. And then, like I said, with Nine of Pentacles, you're eventually going to have this Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys are already in Nine of Pentacles energy because you've been working so hard to get there. I feel like in turn, you will eventually create this Ten of Pentacles. Some sort of legacy here. You're going to bump into maybe some masculine here who might help you out or something like that. Because I feel like you are in this Nine of Pentacles energy. You're single, self-sufficient, and abundant. But it's because like you are like staying loyal to, I feel like, what your Ten of Pentacles is. I said that long-term investment here. In the middle of the read, we have the Chariot card. It talks about like you taking off, and look how this like man is standing on the chariot. In the front is like like the masculine and feminine, the light and dark aspects are like pulling him towards whatever his victory is or whatever he wants. Oh, that's what it is. It's like people are like, I feel like watching you take off. Like you're in this chariot energy here where you're not slowing down and only going like I'm hearing like like going. I don't want to say steadfastly, but it's like slow and steady. But it's like I feel like for others is who looking at you, it's like you're in this like chariot energy, like you're really moving fast, like you're getting everything that you possibly wanted here. That's what the energy is. You're going very quickly. You're working hard, keeping your nose to the grind. You're single, self-sufficient, abundant. But it's because you're going towards your dreams and you're not stopping. So I feel like the Five of Cups being here, I feel like you definitely had sort of tough times here that you had to really like sit with, had to deal with by yourself. Okay, like that was kind of what was happening. But in the back, at least like what I noticed is like there are these Two of Cups back there that you are like you have right there. So it's like even though maybe things haven't worked out exactly the way you wanted to, I feel like you're definitely like like not sad about it. Because like you have your eyes still on the Two of Cups, so like you see what you've lost, but like you're going towards something greater. You know that in order to get something sacred, you must sacrifice. So it's almost like you get the process it takes to actually achieve the things that you want. Like, you gotta give a little to get a little. I feel like you're starting to really, like, come to terms with your manifestation powers here, Gemini. So balancing out the masculine and feminine sides of you, the light and dark aspects, or the good and the bad in you. Because everybody has, light and dark. That's just a part of who we are, the yin and yang. Parts we like, parts we don't like. I feel like you're starting to come more into, like, this balanced state of, like, working with both sides in a, like, a very, like, leveled way. It's where, like, you're not, like, too light or too dark. You're not too masculine, not too feminine. You're not too, like, too, like, on the go, 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 and never, like, receptive to getting back. But you're also not too, like, waiting for someone to come save you and not willing to take actions. Like, you found the nice little balance. Justice energy. You found, like, the little balance here. So it's like, yeah, some stuff has happened that, as maybe, like, it had you down and out for a little bit. But it's like you're looking back, it's like you're no longer crying now. It's like you see what's happened, but you're not sad. It's like, I feel like it doesn't hurt as bad as it used to. Whatever has happened, but it's like you look back and kind of like, oh my gosh, you know how, like, you'll look back at, like, an old memory and be like, oh my gosh, like, at the time you're going through whatever you're going through, it was such a big deal when you were going through it. When you look back, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, oh, like, that was me, like, you look back and you get, like, like, start cheesy and get, like, kind of giggly and geeky about it. It's kind of like that. So it's like you're looking back, it's like, okay, well, that happened. That's what I'm getting from this Five of Cups. Because, like, the person is looking down, but he's, like, he's not crying, he's not sad. He doesn't, like, look sad, like, look at his face. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but he doesn't look sad. Looks like he's looking at him, it's like, it's like, oh, well. Like, oh, well. With the Four of Cups, I'm falling after. I feel like, you're kind of in a state where, like, I feel like you're being more receptive. I say you're kind of staying, like, you're kind of waiting like that person in the tree. It's like you're not really, like, satisfied with what you got now, but you're still waiting. You're not taking these offers or these things that kind of down there because you don't really want them. I feel like a lot of you guys could, like, oh my god, look at the back, it's so pretty. It's like you're waiting for that ship. It's like you're letting go of something, like I told you earlier, to get something sacred. You're sacrificing these little Four Cups to get something that's beautiful, that's on the horizon. But I feel like, you guys just, you don't see it, it's like somehow, like, it's coming. If that makes sense, because you've been putting in so much work, so it's like your ships are coming. You're not going to take anything I feel like that's not going to bring you some sort of happiness. So it's like you're going to wait patiently in order to receive with the Three of Cups here. That thing that you've been waiting for. Like this woman here on this card. She is, like, having two cups down there, but it's having one up to the sky. But that's how you're going to be whenever you actually do find the things that you want. Whether it be in a romantic sense, like in a relationship, finding the person who I feel like satisfies you, in all aspects in regards to love, or maybe it's in a certain type of job field that you're looking for, a certain type of career you're looking for. I feel like that's kind of you are. You're not gonna settle for anything less than what you deserve here. Because I feel like that's part of this Nine of Pentacles energy. As now you're confident, you know your worth, and you're not gonna take anything that's less than what you deserve, which is part of the Five of Cups. You gotta let go. Part of the Five of Cups. You gotta let go of this stuff because at the end of the day, you knew with the Four of Cups being here, this wasn't never going to satisfy you. So you got to sacrifice it because you know that what you're worth. You know that whatever you want is worth the wait. With the Three of Cups, you're willing to wait and work for the things that you desire. So you know that anything worth anything worth having at all, is worth working for and waiting for. I thought that's what you've been doing here. You've been working. You've been waiting. You've been, you know, doing all that you need to do. Especially with the Ace of Cups, it's like you've been listening to your heart. Let your heart be your guide. Ace of Cups in here. And it's like it's definitely not in vain. So if you're waiting for it, it's like it's gonna come in. And when it does, it's like it's going to overfill your cup. Look how that water is spewing out from, that cup from there, like the cup statue thing at the top. Because that's how it's gonna be. You're going to be overfilled with joy, with love, with everything that you've ever wanted here, Gemini. That's the overall energy, is the Ace of Cups. Now, I'm going to get some clarifications for these cards, okay? that one song. Um, shoot, how does it go? I think it's find someone who loves you at your worst. I think it's Khalid who sings that. Like you should know your worth. Find someone who loves you at your worst. I feel like that's the song. That's the main part I'm hearing. Is know your worth. Find someone who loves you at your worst. You should know your worth. Find someone who loves you at your worst. That is definitely the song. Honestly, I feel like that's Khalid, but I said don't quote me. I said I could be wrong. I said I'm not gonna lie, I've not really been into music as of lately. Like it wasn't like Nicki Minaj, like Mariah Carey, or like one of the girls who I already listen to, or someone who puts me onto something. It's like I'm not really checking for like any other artists. The last song I heard from Khalid was that I can like truly think of that I just loved by him was Love Lies with Normani, my Gemini sister, where she shut that down when they performed that live. Oh, shit, that was a moment. Okay, now I wonder what she's gonna create her next one, but that was a real good moment. Okay, but yeah, that was the last time I think I ever really heard a song that just got me with Khalid. Yeah, it was Love Lies. But if you know, I said I think it's called Know Your Worth or Find Someone Who Loves You at Your Worst, something like that. That's the song I'm hearing for you. I feel like you're trying to find someone who knows your worth and will love you at your worst. So with the Strength card, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, and one up in the reverse, I feel like it has taken you a long time to get to a place where you're no longer running away from things that I feel like frighten you. Yeah, because the Star card is here. Because with Star card being present, this is Aquarius energy. You have finally like put in a lot of time and energy in regards to healing your traumas, your triggers, your past pains, your childhood issues, your things that hurt you in the past, maybe in regards to love, maybe in regards to self-worth, maybe in regards to a lot of issues that was going on in your life. I feel like you've just been addressing all these major issues and like healing all these parts about you. Maybe like I said, hasn't been easy. Maybe back in the past you used to run away a lot. Like I'm hearing fight or flight, but a lot of you guys would flight. Like y'all would fly away from the issue. Y'all would run away. But I feel like with the Strength card being here, it's actually taking you a lot of strength and courage and confidence to really stand up to your fears and like face them, and not only that, but own them. So I'm proud of you guys. With the Eight of Pentacles here, I feel like you've also got the Hangman here. I feel like a lot of you guys are in this Hangman energy in regards to your Eight of Pentacles. Like you're kind of in this energy where you're kind of just waiting. I feel like you don't really know what you're waiting for. It's like you're trying to gain clarity or answers here in regards to maybe a situation. But God kind of has you just kind of suspended here at the moment. And while like you are here, it's like you're just focused on your money. That's why I'm here. It's like if for some reason God has you like, aww, the Hangman with the sun. Has you like here like focusing on, I feel like what you need to here focusing on, yeah. Queen of Cups. Mm. Come on, focus. Yeah. Shoot, didn't get all this cute for nothing now. Y'all gonna see me looking adorable like this. um, I feel like with the Hangman being here as a clarification for the Eight of Pentacles, right now I said you're in this Hangman energy because you're getting clarity and insight on what is worth your time, money, and energy. Because what's it called? Energy goes where your intention goes. So it's kind of right now you're in this Hangman energy because you're trying to figure out what exactly is worthy of your time, money, and energy. So pretty much like who you're willing to invest your time and energy into, as people you surround yourself with, who's worthy of being a part of this new cycle of your life. Yeah, in regards to like trying to figure out what makes you happy. The Sun card being here. God has you suspended at this time. Trying to figure things out, because it's like you're trying to figure out what's going to make you happy with the Sun card. What should you be putting your time, money, and energy into that's going to actually make you happy? Right now, that's what you're here for. That's why you have the same energy. You're trying to figure out what's going to make you happy. With the Queen of Cups still being here, you need to listen to your heart. You need to sit down and be more receptive, because the Queen of Cups is like someone who I feel like is more receptive to the energies. Like, they're not like the Queen of Wands, who's like out here like not go get an energy, you have to go out and get it, or like the Queen of Swords, or like you kind of straight to the point, not willing to play around. I feel like the Queen of Cups is more so that's what you need to listen to. It's not so much on the logical side, and not just going out and getting something because you can, but more so being receptive to what it is you truly want. I feel like in this next journey of your life, I said, the more you heal, the more you work on yourself, the more you get into this, I said, put a lot of work in on yourself. It's like you're going to be, I feel like, trying to get towards this Ten of Cups. Yeah, Three of Wands, Three of Cups, Ten of Cups. Okay, so we got the Three of Wands and Three of Cups. That's what I'm hearing here for you guys. It's like you guys are needing to, with Nine of Pentacles, make more conscious decisions with Three of Wands. Take action. Okay, take action towards the Three of Cups. Maybe take action towards things that's gonna make you happy. Take action towards things that are gonna help you get in this more joyous, playful like energy where you're gonna be wanting to celebrate more, have more fun, go out. I feel like that's what you're going to needing to be doing here. In the Nine of Pentacles energy is like making conscious decisions towards actually like going towards things that's going to make you happy. The Ten of Cups thing here, going towards your wish fulfillment, going towards your desires. What I'm hearing, and not being so afraid to do so. I feel like I said maybe that was part of your self worth. Maybe you guys felt like previously you weren't deserving of going towards your dreams or having your dreams, or maybe people made you feel that way. They would project like how they felt about you towards you, or how they felt about themselves towards you. Yeah. Okay, so I was about to take a bunch of cards are about to start slipping. Okay, I'm gonna take all these because why not? Okay, so right now, Gemini, I'm gonna read these three cards first. We have the Magician. That's your energy, Gemini, Virgo energy. It's like right now you're at this really perfect time where you're actually able to manifest the things that you want. Like I was saying earlier, you have been working on yourself. It's like now you realize that you have everything you need to really manifest the things that you want, because you're getting this place of balance. So it's kind of like, what is it that you're wanting to actually manifest into this world here, Gemini? What is it that's going to make you happy? What is that's going to make you feel fulfilled? That's going to, satisfy you? That's what I'm hearing. It's what's going to make you truly happy. Is it a person? Is it a job? What is it that's going to bring you the most joy? So I feel like a lot of you guys, y'all don't really know what it is that you want. It's like, you do want, like, it's like, how, like, okay, like for me, let me use me for example. I've been working hard to get like my own place, and like my own like like working hard to get my job, to get a place, to get my clothes, to get a whole bunch of other stuff, my hair, like all this type of stuff. Well, it's like you're getting all this stuff, but it's like what is it? What is all this leading up to for you? Like what's all the hair, the clothes, the place, like people you run into? It's like what's the point of all this? What is it that you want? That's what a lot of Geminis like myself need to like really think about. Is like, what is it that you guys truly want to manifest in this 3D world here? Because right now I feel like us Geminis, we can manifest anything that we truly want here. What is it that you want? So I feel like maybe a lot of us are like multifaceted, like I said, very like talented, very gifted people. So it's like we have like a lot of different like things we could be. Like maybe like some of us could be dancers, some of us could be like tarot readers, some of us could be like singers, some of us could be like teachers, like some of us could like be editors or like musicians. So it's kind of like there's so much we could do, but it's like even though we can do a lot of things, what would make you happy? What is it that you want to do? Because you're in the Nine of Pentacles energy. You can have anything you want. What is it that you want, though? What do you want? That's what I'm hearing is, what do you want? Seven of Wands in the reverse. Let down your guard. Stop trying. I feel like a lot of you guys, not only do you fight, like, maybe defensive towards other people, that's because you're also kind of defensive towards yourself. Kind of like you don't let down your guards to actually, like, relax and just be receptive to actually, like, even thinking about what it is you want. Because, like, maybe you guys have been on like survival mode for the longest time, just trying to like have stability, like have a job and steady income and have your own place and have like, a good working like stable relationship or something like that. It's like you've always been kind of like having to like work with the bare minimum or the crumbs or like, just having to always like, find a way through. So it's not like now you're at a place where it's like, okay, you have everything you want. So what do you want now? Now that you don't have to struggle for everything, you don't have to be like an uphill climb constantly, nonstop. I feel like it's a lot of you Gemini. I feel like you've been kind of having that for a very long time. It's kind of like a nonstop uphill climb. So now it's like you've been up climbing, like, clawing through, fighting through, trying to get through. It's like you finally made it through. And it's like, okay. It's kind of like, like once you get there, it's like you really didn't have a chance to even think about what you were going to do once you got there. So now it's like you're there where you wanted to be at. Like whatever you've been working towards, like you finally got there. And now it's like, okay, so what's next? After you got this major goal or this major thing where you have this Nine of Pentacles, like you got, say, like, like you got your own place, or you got like six-figure job or something like that, or you got, whatever it is that made you happy, or like maybe it was a lover, or maybe you got some like a relationship. Let's go. Okay, so now you got it. So then it's like, now what? What's the next step? And it's like you kind of scratch your head because it's kind of like you didn't really think you even get here. It's like you've been working so hard for something. It's like you always had to like go through the most hoops just to get something. So now it's like something got handed to you easily. So it's like, oh, yeah, I actually wasn't expecting that easy hand. Like I was expecting like a whole fight. And it's kind of like it's like the complete opposite of what you imagined. So it's like, what do I want now? That's something to think about. Okay, so we have here, it was the Page of Swords. Oh, I flipped it upside down. Page of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you definitely could be cutting out like this Five of Wands energy. Fighting, conflict, competition, jealousy, envy, and people who are just literally here to compete with you or wanting to fight with you. People who are in this Five of Swords energy in the verse, who are literally just secretly trying to one up you, play mind games with you, try to act like they're better than you. I thought that's what you're kind of cutting out at this time, which is what's needed, what's necessary. You don't want people who's trying to drain you at this time, trying to stop you and block you from your Ten of Pentacles. I feel like at this time you could definitely be just disconnecting from energies that you feel like just aren't on your level, that don't align with what you want. People who I feel like ultimately aren't going to be part of your Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, and then the Chariot was clarified by this Ace of Wands. So you're definitely having a brand new start. You're going quickly, or you're going very quickly, very fast towards this Ace of Wands, a brand new start. Let's get a different deck. Ooh, Six of Swords out the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're sailing away to calmer waters at this time. Yeah, I feel like that's, so you've been through some things. So the Six of Swords, what a lot of people don't know is like the Six of Swords is like there are six swords in that person's boat. That was like this, like the lessons that this person's learned while they were going on some sort of journey. So it's kind of like they're kind of moving forward with the lessons that they have learned here. But that's kind of what the Six of Swords energy is. You're going to calmer waters because it's like you've been through some stuff previously, and it's like you kind of like sailing away from it, from the problems that is. Okay, so what is the Five of Cups here? For Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus for the month of May. Excuse me. Five of Cups is clarified by the Four of Wands. That's what I was telling you guys before. It's like a lot of you guys are not sad over what you lost, but ultimately you know that this is just something that just didn't align with you. I bet whatever you guys did lose, it made you feel like actually like you were closer to getting your Four of Wands. Like it felt like it was actually like a burden that was like a burden was lifted from your shoulders. It's like you realize it's almost like you weren't sad over what you lost. Kind of like, oh no, and like you like immediately change like directions. Like, oh no, that sucks. And like half a second later, like you literally went and changed your perception to something else. It's like, wow. Like on to the next. That's good because it's like it's good not to dwell in that negative energy. Oh, that's what you guys are kind of going through. That's why, like, if you guys have been through a lot, you kind of got to this place like you're kind of like used to like things not working out. So it's kind of like that's how it's like you know that you kind of gotta like how can I say like kiss a couple of frogs to get to the king or get to like a prince or like break a few. I feel like how the saying goes like break a couple of apples to bake a pie or something. I don't know. It's pretty much you gotta go through some things in order to get what it is that you truly want. I thought that's kind of what you've been doing. Yeah, with the High Priestess. Ooh, High Priestess, the Moon, and the Knight of Wands. This is beautiful. Ooh, oh, okay. Yeah, the Five of Cups. I feel like with the High Priestess card being here, I was telling you, it's almost like your intuition is guiding you towards the things that you want, even though like it might not make sense, like logically when you're going through something or when you're going through the situation, like I told you before, it doesn't honestly make a lot of sense. But that's part of trusting your intuition. You're trusting in where you're being led because ultimately, you know, it's gonna lead you toward your turds. It's gonna lead you turds. It's gonna leave you turds. I'm not sure if someone's been crapping or something like that, or maybe even shitting on people out here, Gemini. But all I heard was, I don't know why I said turds. It's heading you turds. It's heading you towards this Four of Wands. Look at the High Priestess facing the Four of Wands. It's like you don't really know where you're being led. Like you don't know like where the journey ultimately is gonna end. But you know it's gonna lead you towards your Four of Wands. That's kind of like what you've been doing. It's kind of like like I told you, like how you guys are fighting before to try to get to something. It's been an uphill climb. Eventually, it just leads to the boom. Here you are. It's like oh, and you didn't realize like how or when it was gonna get there, but it finally got there. It's kind of like that. High Priestess card is like you don't know exactly what's all entailed for your journey. You know, once you get there, you're gonna be there. Yeah. You also have the Moon card and the Knight of Wands. I was definitely you guys. I said starting to listen to your feminine side in regards to situations here. You know, I said like almost like going towards like things that I feel like your heart's guiding you to at this time. Even though I said it doesn't make logical sense. Sometimes it's not about things making sense in order for you to actually go towards it. Sometimes it's about just listening to your heart. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords, we have the bottom of the deck here, and with the eight, with the Chariot card being the reverse. I feel like the only thing like that's been stopping you previously is that you've been having this overthinking energy. Yeah, trying to like logically make sense out of things or something like that. But I'm telling you right now, that's it's gonna kind of be your downfall at this time is if you overthink this situation here. Because like I said, a lot of the things that you possibly might want might come in I can say this. I keep thinking of orthodontist. I don't know why I keep hearing that. That's like an orthodox type of ways. I feel like that's how things are coming to you in like in a very unorthodox type of way. So maybe you guys are used to like thinking more logically or moving more logically. So you do this time, a lot of things are gonna start happening that is gonna make a lot of sense. But if you just trust your heart and your feelings and your emotions, that's what's gonna definitely help you out at this time. That's gonna help you in regards to maybe things that are hidden beneath the surface, like maybe secrets or emotions from other people, as well as just things in your surroundings here. Yeah, the Four of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Two of Pentacles talks about time management, multitasking, as well as trying to balance something out in regards to your make sort of decision maybe, making a decision, being wishy-washy. Time management, almost like doing a balance out in regards to Seven of Cups. I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna be like having a lot of options with the Seven of Cups. The thing is like I feel like you definitely need to be mindful up here, like use your intuition in regards to making any type of decision here. Because I said it's gonna be like I said, the Four of Cups is covered by the Seven of Cups. There's gonna be a lot of cups or a lot of people or things that you don't really necessarily want, that you don't think is gonna be how do I say it's part of your Ten of Pentacles, your Ten of Cups. Because I said you were embodying this, you are embodying this Queen of Cups energy. Instead of being told to really be more receptive, to sit down and let things come to you here. I feel like No longer having to like, be in this like go, gotta fight for the things I want type of energy. But it's being called for you to do that because like you need to really be on that frequency of knowing what you want at this time, because there's going to be a lot of options coming your way. Maybe in regards to lovers, maybe in regards to a lot of job opportunities, a lot of different things here. But you definitely need to be making decisions out of a place of balance here, out of fairness, out of, just trusting your intuition. 1 second here, Gemini. Okay, sorry about that. Like I was saying, like you definitely need to be more mindful about the decisions that you're about to make here, Gemini. Listen, you're being called to really sit down because I said you really need to be balanced out for this next part of your life, where a lot of people or a lot of places or things are gonna start coming to you. A lot of opportunities are gonna start coming to you. But like I said, not all these opportunities are gonna be your wish fulfillment. Not all these opportunities you're gonna like here. So that's it. You definitely need to be mindful of what you're gonna be making here. Yeah, because you also have here is the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Tower. So I'm feeling like you definitely need to move, like with Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who's like usually looking at her pentacle. And Pentacles usually like her time, her money, her energy. This is like someone who's very like thoughtful in regards to where she places her time, money, energy. She knows like she wants whatever it is to be fruitful and abundant wherever she places her time, money and energy into. She wants it to grow. She wants it to prosper. She wants it to be bloom, to be fruitful, to be abundant. I feel like you're about to go into this phase where you are gonna be in this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups energy, where you are gonna be more stable. You are gonna be more compassionate, more loving, more caring, more kind, very sweet. Like being able to actually step into your femininity. I feel like a lot of the time, like in the beginning, you definitely were having to be strong because you were literally up against like demon-like energies who were literally trying to wipe you out. It was just like little old you and like maybe want like your spirit team or maybe your lover or whatever your support was. It was like you didn't really have a it was like you're kind of like on this like fight or flight type of energy. I told you fight or flight, survival mode. But it's like now it's like you're being gifted with this time to really sit down, to relax, to actually be able to choose who and what you want to be a part of your life. The only way you're gonna know is if you're actually gonna sit down and listen to your heart. So no matter what you invest your time and money and energy into, Gemini, it will be fruitful. It will be abundant. Make sure you just choose wisely here. You have the Knight of Pentacles in the Tower. Yeah, be very slow. The Knight of Pentacles. Be very slow. Be very thoughtful about whatever thing you're about to like switch up here or whatever's about to happen. I feel like on side note, okay, side note. Yes, you definitely need to be more slow in regards to making decisions. But I'm hearing definitely there could be someone who wants to come towards you and bring you some sort of offer. The Knight of Pentacles with the Tower card being here. It's like there's someone who's been taking their nice sweet time to bring you some sort of offer here. Someone might be wanting to come to celebrate with you or reunite with you here, Gemini. It's like someone is definitely viewing you in this more feminine like energy. They see you as some sort of high priestess. They know you're very intuitive or that you move in silence. They see us as Queen of Pentacles, someone who's very nurturing, very sweet, very kind, someone who's able to handle many different things at once, someone who's like the mother, the best friend, the wife, the advisor, the teacher, all rolled into one. You're just very sweet here, Gemini. That's how a lot of people could be seeing you, or this person could be seeing you as you're this very sweet, kind, nurturing energy now. After maybe a long time of having to be in a fight or flight energy. Yeah. I'm not sure 3 of Wands wanted to come in the upright or inward. 3 of Wands with the 8 of Cups. Something that I said, someone is coming to you here, Gemini. I feel like you don't see it coming with the 3 of Wands being the upright. It's like this woman has her back towards whatever is about to happen here. But there's like a reconciliation that's coming for you. Someone's coming for you, Gemini. Yeah, and the 8 of Cups for this person, it's like they're walking away from whatever that is no longer serving them so they can come to you. Okay, one more card here. Judgment at the bottom here. Yeah, something's being called back up at this time. This is Scorpio Libra energy. Something's getting called back up that maybe you thought was dead and done here, Gemini. Someone wants to call you back up and like come back to you. I feel like someone wants to come to you. I say come back to you. Maybe this person just wants to come to you. Maybe it could be someone from your past. Doesn't have to be. Ooh, Five of Swords, but came up in the reverse. This is someone who I feel like was trying to win at all costs. Play some sort of mind games, trying to manipulate you here, trying to get some sort of like outcome that they were, I guess, desiring here. If people normally try to control you, it's because they felt like they didn't have control over their own lives here. So I'm hearing most of the time, like people actually try to like manipulate or play mind games to get like a certain type of like outcome. It's because like it comes from a place of really like insecurity. When people have to play mind games or lie or manipulate or trick or like just do all this extra stuff instead of just being like a man or a woman about it or just being an adult about it, like, yo, I like you. The person could have said I could play mind games, but it's only because I said they had some real self-esteem issues, some sort of confidence issues from maybe situations in their past, or maybe they felt like they weren't good enough. But instead of telling you this, it's like they tried to like I said I don't know actually what they did because like for each person it's different. The Five of Swords being in the reverse, it's like they're leaving something and like leaving something, and whatever they're leaving is like they're coming back to here or coming to you because like they're leaving something. Because like maybe I said they realized wherever that they were at it wasn't really the wish fulfillment. They want to come towards you. They don't want to play any more mind games. Because what I'm hearing is the reason why they possibly play mind games with you is because the people that they surround themselves with, maybe their friends, the family, co-workers, whatever, they're in the same Five of Swords energy. Because blocks. Maybe someone got blocked, but birds of a feather flock together. So maybe as the person was playing mind games or manipulating or just not being honest with their feelings, it's because they were around other people who were kind of like this too, who also play mind games or don't really tell people how they truly feel. Because like at the end of the day, maybe they're all just scared of getting hurt. Maybe this person was scared of you hurting them, Gemini. With the Page of Wands being the reverse, maybe they were scared of some sort of bad news, or maybe someone lacked confidence here. Now at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Someone wants to come back and offer you some sort of apology here. But if not, I feel like you guys are definitely starting to listen to your heart more. Have more childlike sense of wonder. Yeah. Now you could definitely have someone possibly coming to you here, Jim, and I don't know why I got that towards the end. It's like while you're over here trying to figure out what you want out of life and you're getting more in the stable energy where you're finding harmony in your life and your work life and your love life and your financial life and stuff like that. It's like while you're going towards the things that you want and trying to figure out what it is exactly that you do want after like so you've been healing your traumas and triggers and doing other things. It's like now it's like you're actually trying to figure out, okay, now that I've got through like, through the eye of the storm, what is it that I truly want? What do I want? And meanwhile, someone was wanting to come to you to present you some sort of offer. Interesting. Alright, so let me get a few cards here for you, Gemini. For Gemini's situations, but I know not always gotta be bad. It says thank you for your support of my deck. That is so sweet. A little thank you. It's a little cover card. It says interlude. Pause, timing, factor. That's what I'm telling you right now. You're in the Heyman energy here, Gemini, right now. It's kind of like your interlude. This is your time to kind of breathe, to relax, to kind of calm down, to kind of get things in perspective, to like, okay, I've finally gotten out of my mess. What is it that I want to do now that I'm out of the storm? Escapade. It says vacation, hideaway, adventure. Ooh, maybe that's what you need to kind of kick things up here for you, Gemini. Maybe you need a little sweet escape to take your minds off of the day-to-day struggles or something. I don't know. Excuse me. It says unsatiable. I'm hoping I'm saying this right. Insatiable. It says unquenchable, wanting more. Yeah, I thought that's what you are right now. It's like you're kind of wanting something more, but you're not. I feel like haven't truly figured out exactly what it is that you want more of. But it's like you're definitely, as it had you feel of whatever you're doing currently. Meanwhile, in the background, Gemini, I didn't know this. Well, actually, I did. That's what the Five of Wands was and the Five of Swords was here. But there's definitely people who I feel like could be gossiping about you. Kind of petty, jealous, envy energies around you. Or people who just like to talk about you here, Gemini. I feel like that's what you are leaving behind, but it's like people are still, for some reason, talking about you, Gemini. Oh my gosh, these cards that fell down at the bottom. It says single. Current status available. So someone is definitely single here at this time. Maybe you, Gemini. I said you've got the Nine of Pentacles twice in your energy. Sounds like definitely you guys can be the ones who're single here. But it says meeting. Two or more people, discussions, planning. That's also it's like something's coming for you, Gemini. I'm not sure if you know this or not. It's like your back's turned toward this. It says today, present, now, in the moment. Yeah, it's like a lot of you guys I feel like always had to like try to fight or kind of like be on this like energy where you kind of like fight to survive. But now it's like you're actually being called to be present, be in the moment, be in the moment, be in the moment, and kind of appreciate the stuff that's going on around you. Ooh, at the top of that we have ascension, spiritual path, and awakening. Yeah, because like I feel like you guys are definitely going through another ascension here. Okay, you're going through another spiritual path. You're going down a spiritual path awakening yet again, Gemini. So this is why you're being called to actually sit down, be humble, sit down. But no, I'm hearing you guys are definitely being called to sit down because like you're going through the ascension, going through another time of change where your spiritual powers are going through another heightening. They're another level up here for you in the regards to your spirit, in regards to your spirituality, in regards to your powers or whatever. It's like you're definitely your powers are being heightened. That's why it's being called for you to listen to your heart, listen to your feelings, listen to your emotions at this time because that's what's going to be helping you. Your spiritual powers, your intuition, the things that's kind of been guiding you previously, is only getting stronger here. So it's going to be definitely a really major factor in regards to how you should move it through the world here. Okay. Let's get Kipper here. Wait, you guys for Kipper. Adjudication. Number 30 here. So I'm not sure how this plays a role because I wasn't getting this, but I feel like maybe some of you guys might be doing something in regards to adjudication. Maybe something in regards to a court situation here for some of you Geminis. Honestly, maybe some of you guys that's what gossip is about. It's like something in regards to a court situation. We also have here change with the 9 card. So it's like you're going through a lot of changes at this time here, Gemini. Like I feel like you are definitely getting to a spot where you're actually able to decide what it is that you want to change and how things align with you and your desires at this time. As you change, things are going to be changing around you. It makes sense. Official person. Gemini, you are this official person, or you could be running into someone who is going to be your official person, one of the two. Or someone may see you as their official person here, Gemini. Oh, oh my gosh, I just now got this. The message that, ooh, Gemini, this has got juicy. Someone who you don't know could be your official person, right? Whoever this person is, got that like in the back, like I told you at the very end, it's like there's someone here who could be wanting to meet up with you. It could be your official person. It could be maybe a masculine. I'm not sure who your official person is. It could be masculine or feminine energy. I don't know. But whoever your official person is, they're the ones who could be possibly going through this sort of change. It's not really okay. You are changing, yes, spiritually and stuff like that. I feel like kind of like in a more like I feel like dramatic sense or something like that. It's like this person is also going through a change. Someone who I feel like not you, Gemini, but it could be you, Gemini, or someone in your energy is going through some sort of justice situation, some sort of court situation here. Maybe there is going to be justice dealt out for maybe this person here, but they're going through some sort of significant change, and it's some sort of official person here, or someone who views themselves as your official person, or maybe you might view them as your official person. They can view themselves as yours, or view you as theirs. Let's take it as resonates, but whoever this person is, they could be going through some sort of court situation. Someone who wants to come towards you here, Gemini. And literally, what we have here, what came out also, was mature woman in the reverse. So someone could have been dealing with someone who's very immature. So it could have been a masculine who was dealing with some sort of immature woman here who was a false person the entire time. So someone could be definitely leaving someone who they realized was not their person, who wasn't their official person. He had some sort of wealthy man in marriage at the bottom of the deck. Someone could be leaving someone, as that could be having some sort of divorce. Some sort of wealthy man could be having some sort of divorce with an immature woman who was not their person. It was like a karmic. Someone could have got married to a karmic here. It could be going through some sort of divorce process where justice is being dished out, and something is definitely changing in regards to the situation. Someone might be wanting to potentially have you move in with them, Gemini, or wants to move in with you. I'm not sure how that fits. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like this wealthy man could be wanting to marry you here, Gemini, or definitely view you as husband or wife material here. Well, Gemini, it's like, I don't know why, but it's like for some of y'all, if y'all very intuitive, it's like maybe your intuition's telling you that you are expecting something here. It's like almost like you're expecting something still. Card at the top that came out here was the expecting card. Expectations, like I feel like you could be expecting something. It was like like you don't really know what it is. That's kind of what the Queen of Cups / High Priestess is. It's like your intuition is guiding you towards something. But it's like you don't really know exactly what it is, but it's like your intuition is guiding you, nudging you to kind of like, wait for this thing here. Yeah. I feel like for some of you guys, there could be distance at the marriage, at the distant horizons. Like I said, someone could be definitely wanting to be marrying you here, Gemini. That keeps coming up, I think, for you guys. I feel like maybe it was in the August reading, or maybe July reading, something like that, in 2022. Yeah, in 2022, it was like, I feel like the July or August reading in 2022, where I feel like someone was wanting to marry you here. It was always some emperor or some official person, the emperor, yeah, who I feel like could be a wealthy man who wants to marry you. It's like, I feel like on some level, you're expecting this person, but it's like you don't really know why or how. It's like you don't know any of the details here, Gemini. It's like intuitively, your emotions, your heart, your intuition, your angels, your spirits, your guides are like giving you signs and synchronicities about something is coming to you. It's like someone's coming to you, and you don't even know why. You don't know why. It's like that's what you hear. It's like you don't know why, but it's like somehow you know something's coming. Tarantula. Yeah, you're gonna be definitely needing to make some sort of decision here. You're at a crossroad at this time here, Gemini, and I feel like it's gonna require you to make some sort of decision here. So, but what's gonna help you is definitely journaling at this time. And until you actually make a decision, your happiness will be fleeting here, Gemini. So definitely make some sort of decision to regards to what you want to do here. And if you need help, like I said, journal more. Okay, what's your other animal spirit guide? Let's talk about Gemini. Gazelle. As I was telling you earlier, the gazelle talks about being hyper aware or hyper vigilant. This gazelle is like someone who's like, super aware of her surroundings and like, is always worried about the predators that might come out and like eat them here. And I feel like that's kind of what you're being called to do, is kind of like actually take time to sit back and actually enjoy the bounty that you've been working so hard to get. It's like it's telling you to kind of sit down and enjoy yourself, Gemini. And if you really want to get to a place where like you're feeling good, you need to find a cozy home and enjoy some good food. That's what's going to help you here, okay? A cozy home and good food and journaling, okay? That's what's going to help you make a good decision. That's what's going to help you take you out of this fight or flight energy. This survival mode is actually journaling. It's actually relaxing. Okay, we got moth energy here. Moth talks about having the grass as greener syndrome. Bottom of the deck is owl. You know somehow it's like the owl talks about what I was just telling you. Intuitively somehow you know some sort of blessing or some sort of like treasure is on its way. But it's like you don't know how, you don't know why. Like the owl, this is someone who's very clairvoyant. It's like you know you get maybe glimpses into the future. You're blessed with the gift of future sight. Yes, so you kind of know something is coming, but you don't know why. But you know when it does come, you'll know exactly what to do with it. But you don't know what it is, you don't know who it is, you don't know where it's coming, you don't know when it's coming. It's like you don't know any of the answers. It's like you don't know any of the questions. Like you don't know any of the answers to the questions. But somehow you just know it's a coming. You know, with the moth being here. The moth talks about having grass is greener syndrome here. Okay, so that talks about being very impulsive, hasty, almost kind of like having the grass is greener syndrome. Ooh, this is beautiful. Phoenix. Having the grass is greener syndrome here. So I feel like for you guys, I said you need to definitely start seeing life as more as a mystery here. Yeah, as a mystery here. You know, where you kind of are not gonna really know a lot of things at this time. You're not going to. You're experiencing things that you've never experienced before. Remember that song, "We Belong Together" by Mariah Carey? How's the part go? I didn't know nothing. I was stupid. I was foolish. I was lying to myself, baby. I couldn't have fathomed I would ever be without your love. Cause I didn't know you, cause I didn't know me. But if I knew everything I never felt. That's the part I was looking for. Cause I didn't know you, cause I didn't know me. But if I knew everything I never felt. It's like this. It's like, how are you supposed to know things that you've never felt before? Like, I feel like a lot of you Geminis, y'all don't know what it's like to really sit down and just have options, kind of like be like leisurely, be like, okay, I want to do this or I don't want to do this, like kind of like the spoiled princess. You never really got to be spoiled or really have options. You're kind of always like in this situation where you had to do things for like your future. You had to do this because you were going towards this goal, or you had to do that because like someone told you had to, or it's like you never really got the chance to really ask, like you ask yourself what it is that you want to do. So I feel like that's what's gonna help you here is just seeing life as a mystery and knowing that you don't know everything. It's kind of like have fun, like I told you, like kind of just have fun not knowing where you're going, you know, and just what's gonna help you out with the moth energy is finishing a task. Don't keep starting and stopping. So like I was telling you with the read, there's been these little interruptions. It's like don't keep starting and stopping. Finish it. Finish whatever project or thing you started. Finish it. That's gonna help you build up so much confidence and just kind of give you that, how can I say this? Reassurance that you're doing the right thing or that you're on the right path. Okay. We have here Phoenix. Phoenix talks about you guys are burning through past karmas here. I feel like Aquarius got that energy too. You might want to check out that reading here for you guys. But Phoenix talks about having that self-limiting veils kind of like fall off and to the ashes or to the wayside here. It's like starting to be driven by more conscious things such as what it is you truly want here. I feel like that's what you're definitely doing. You're not burning bridges. You're not running away from what's happened to you. You're more so being accepted, yeah, acceptive of what actually has happened to you, and just pretty much seeing this for what they truly are. And the more you keep I feel like going through this phase where you're kind of letting go and actually keep letting go of things that hurt you. It's like you're being it's like you're being lifted up and you're letting go of this baggage. It's like your soul is ascending. That's why I'm ascending. It's like you hold these these bags that are 2 tons. It's like of course you're not gonna go anywhere. You're gonna be stuck. But once you let them go, it's like you feel you're immediately light. A weight was lifted off your shoulders. It's that. It's like you finally get to relax, you get to breathe, you get to ascend, you get to do everything that you possibly ever wanted to do. It's like you got that spark in your eye. You now start to, I feel like, have more confidence in yourself. If that's what you're doing here. Especially with the earthworm energy. Earthworm talks about being the novice or the newbie in regards to the situation here. Okay, so pretty much I telling you with the earthworm card being here, though, is the, remember that the people that you are kind of looking up to, the people that you admire here, once felt the woes of being like in this earthworm, like novice, newbie energy too. So, don't count yourself out or count yourself down because like you're the new guy or the new girl in a new field of whatever it is that you're doing here. I feel like you should still risk embarrassment and speak up if you're like the new person like at a job because people are already expect you to mess up anyway. So when you do, it's kind of like you get a slap on the hand, people put you on by and kind of scoot you along. It's like they're expecting you to mess up. They're expecting you to make mistakes. If you're a newbie anywhere, people are gonna expect you to make mistakes that you can learn. That's a part of growing and going through change. You gotta make mistakes to learn who you are. But I feel like you definitely are definitely being recommended here to do if you're not already doing this. So this was also gonna help you build up this confidence in you. Is speaking up. Okay. Finishing projects, enjoying the good times, enjoying a nice soft bed, and just chilling in the water of your bathtub, and just enjoying nature, going out for little nature walks. So going out at a much slower pace. What I'm hearing, and journaling. So right now with the vulture card being here at the bottom, it's telling you that right now you're kind of being called a sage to clear out all these negative things that aren't serving you at this time. That vulture talks about being one of the most underappreciated animal spirits in the entire deck because it's it does the dirty work that no one ever wants to, but it's the work that they do is essential for the rebalance of the entire ecosystem. Well, that's kind of what you are, Gemini. You're kind of like the vulture. You're being called to get rid of all these dead things, these negative energies that are kind of like dead ends. Let all that fall to the wayside and just continue ascending on your journey. Finish the tasks that you start, and know that in due time you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright, Gemini. Okay, what else you got for Gemini? Sun rising Venus. Enlightenment. Yeah, that's what you guys are definitely going through at this time. That's part of ascending. You're definitely going through some sort of enlightenment. That's part of the y'all gets me what's it called? Solar plexus chakra. It's that's what you are. The solar plexus is about usually talking about balance. Yeah, trickery also being here. Yeah, that's that gossip. That's the 5 of Wands energy. That's what you're definitely being called to definitely see through. Use your intuition to guide yourself out of these trickery-like energies. Because that's part of your enlightenment. It's the more it's when you know better, you do better. It's the more you know, it's that's what you're going to be using to help you guide you out of any situations that you're going through here. The more balance you get, the more balanced and at peace you are within yourself. It's that's what's going to really help you out to make these decisions. We have soulmate and insecurity. This is what I was telling you here. There definitely could be a definite soulmate here who wants to come towards you here, Gemini. Someone who feels a bit insecure maybe in regards to you. But it's because of whatever that they have done here. Because that's an insecurity. Look, it gives me it's come right over false person. Because whatever they were dealing with, maybe they might feel a bit insecure because they the person that they were dealing with was a false person. So it's that devil-like energy. Look at that, the devil right there. So right over here, there's the masculine over here, and then there's karmic right there. It's kind of like that. Someone's feeling a bit insecure because of whatever that they have done here. They truly see you as a soulmate. Yeah, bottom of the deck is recovery. Maybe you and this person are both going through recovery at this time here. You're both trying to fix your hearts, fix your insecurities. Yeah, mysticism, which once again talks about trusting into that, trusting your intuition here. Either something has not yet happened, because mysticism in the deck. I remember it talks about like a story. Let's call it Madame Baga. It's like Madame Baga is like tells people like at this party that like hey like I'm going to be arriving here. My name is Madame Baga, but the people at the party like schedule was like, oh, there's only 4 people who's going to be attending. 2 of them are wedded, and then 2 of them are unknown. And it's like they didn't like know that this Madame Baga was going to be there. But of course, when the lady Madame Baga arrives, she lets them know like, hey, I am Madame Baga. I am the one who will be attending the party. And it's like, oh, so this is you. Okay, like yeah, it's kind of like that. Even though other people might not know like what you know, trust what you know. That's what I'm hearing. Trust what you know, Gemini, and in due turn, people will kind of see, like, oh, okay, we didn't realize what you're talking about. But now, like, they'll catch up to you, Gemini. That's what I'm hearing. Trust what you know, and let people catch up to you. Bittersweet being here. Okay, so bittersweet is definitely the time where I feel like a lot of people could be feeling possibly bittersweet about how they have treated you here, Gemini. Stuff right over ascension. People could be feeling bittersweet, possibly because of like they see you going through ascension, they see you leveling up, they see you going through this change, they're seeing you like transforming and like almost like possibly going through some sort of glow up or like it's like now people I feel like feeling bittersweet because maybe they don't know how to really handle you. Maybe a lot of people have said I could have counted you out before here, Gemini. Because I said a lot of you have definitely been through this like fight or flight energy here, where you were constantly like how all my life I had to fight. Feel like that. It's like all your life you had to fight, but it's like now people are feeling bittersweet because maybe they counted you out. Maybe they thought you weren't gonna be the person you are today. But it's like now it's like you're reaching this enlightenment. Now you're reaching this point where like you have a lot of like wisdom, a lot of mysticism. And it's like no one really knows what's going on with you. It's like you're shrouded in shadows, but it's like you're protected. And the decisions you make are made out of a place of balance, made out of a place of love. And whatever you're doing, it's just like it's working for you. It's helping you make your way past these sugary-like energies. People who are not being upfront and honest, who could be jealous and envious, or trying to trick you or slow you down here, Gemini, or throw you off your course as a path on your path as a healer. But it doesn't even matter because your soulmate sees you for who you truly are. That hand on that, the eye on that hand there gives me the kind of third eye chakra. Yeah. Someone intuitively knows who you are to them. They might think of you. They daydream of a life with you, or they get dreams or visions of a life with you, or they just maybe dream about you. They have visions of you. Your soulmate knows who you are to them. That's why I said for some of you guys, they're coming to you, or they're coming back to you. One of the two, things there. But it's like whoever they are, they definitely have some sort of insecurities that they have definitely need to be addressed here, or maybe they need to have some insecurities that they might need you to help them out with. Because look how like this person is here. I like with the more I look at it, it's like you see how this like bittersweet and like insecurities is. It's like the bittersweet is like the insecurity is like someone who's dealing with a devil, but the bittersweet is like the masculine has like this feminine who's like wrapping his arms, wrapping his face with like. No, it's like he's giving this masculine a cake because like it's like polar opposite energies. So it's like I feel like definitely someone is feeling insecure. It's like how did they not see that someone was a devil and like the other one was like an angel? That's what I'm hearing. That's what this person was possibly now thinking. Is like how did I get this so wrong? It's like weird because like their intuition was guiding them towards who you are, Gemma. They were guiding them towards you the entire time. But maybe I said they had some sort of insecurities that stopped them from actually going towards you. I feel like they're not doing that anymore. They're now wanting to come towards you. Yeah, they want to look past this confusion here. Alright, one more deck, and I feel like going to call it quits. Chakra Insight Oracle cards. Okay, what do we got for Gemini, Sun Rising, and Venus for the month of May? Love, kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. That's that balance I was telling you about. Yeah, that's the balance I was telling you about. Balancing out the masculine and feminine, the giving and receiving part too. That goes hand in hand. It's like you're gonna need this balance in order to have an actual healthy relationship here. Because love is patient, love is kind. Yeah, grounding says nature, presence, practicality, and stability. So once again, here it's telling you that you definitely need to be present at this time here, Gemini. Definitely, maybe be grounded in nature. So what's going to help you, like help see the beauty that lies within. So maybe I said there's a lot of things that you don't know. To kind of help you like figure out, like deal with all the mental thoughts or mental thought processes. Gemini's, we are overthinkers here. What's going to help you is just going out into nature. Chilling under a tree, taking in the good breeze, like feeling the sun on your face and the cool breeze, like through your hair and stuff like that. That's gonna help you out this time. Staying grounded, being present, not worrying about things that you can't control. We have home. It says shelter, safety, nourishing, nurturing, and warmth. So yeah, once again, it's talking about how you guys need to be more at home with yourself, or maybe actually stay home more. Take care of yourself more. Nurture yourself, because you're worth it. Okay, we have physical health. I'm gonna cover up this woman's body because, yeah, she's a little naked. It says vitality, strength, body image, and look, balance. I told you, you guys are definitely gonna be needing to be more balanced here. Oops. Yeah, definitely be more balanced here at this time. Yeah, even in regards to maybe your body image, that's what you need. See more present. Maybe work. Maybe some of you guys are now actually focusing more on your health, your body image, your physical appearance. Yeah. But it says see. It says perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity. That's what I'm telling you with the mysticism. It's almost like you guys know certain things here. You guys have seen some sort of things. You have this type of like knowledge and wisdom that's kind of been passed down to you from whatever you've learned here. So it's kind of telling you just kind of like you know what you know, and let people catch up to you. Just stand on what you know, and in due time, people will see what you've already seen probably 1,000 times over. Yeah, it says dreams, messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. So maybe for a lot of Geminis, y'all could be dreaming at this time or getting some sort of guidance or seeing some sort of symbols or synchronicities here. I feel like you're definitely being guided on what you need to go, or your answers kind of lie in your dreams here. But you gotta pay attention to the signs. Maybe through music, maybe through actual like little like billboard signs or signs that you pass by, on your way to wherever you're going. You have to be more receptive to maybe the signs or the music you listen to, signs you see like maybe on TV when you're watching TV. It's like you might see something that might make you think of something else. It's kind of like that though. Pay attention to the messages that you that ring in you, that come to your head. Pay attention to the messages. Look for the signs, symbols, and the guidance. It's like your angels are literally trying to guide you towards something. Then we have self-esteem. It says confidence, self-love, self-worth, and pride. So a lot of you guys are definitely being called to really focus on your self-love. Try to figure out what it is that you deserve. What not only what it is that you want, what it is that you truly deserve here. I feel like the more you keep working on yourself with that self-love, that's gonna help you build up confidence in yourself to know that you are worthy of having whatever it is that you truly do desire. Like, you won't feel like you're being a burden or like or like you don't deserve it or like you're not worthy of it. You'll actually truly feel like you deserve it because you work hard for it. Oop, and right here we got 1444, 444. Baby, you guys are supported. Your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are all on this situation, okay? One more and we're out. Okay, I'm taking these and then I'm done because this is long, long. We have honesty, truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. Right now, you guys can definitely be, like I said with that earthworm energy I was telling you earlier, definitely called to speak up, risk embarrassment, be your true, authentic self. You know, don't be afraid to communicate what it is that you want, maybe out of other people or even in a relationship or something like that. It says will, expression, assertiveness, self control, and direction. Yeah, that's what you guys are definitely going to be needing here is some sort of like, not only to express yourself, but also having, assertiveness and self control. Have enough self control to actually achieve the things you do. 1555. Maybe change is coming. The more you keep actually, being more disciplined and actually having enough self control to maybe quit starting and stopping things, but actually finish something, that's what's going to help you here. That's what's going to help really direct you in a certain way. Let's get the solar plexus chakra being here. You're getting to a place of balance. You're finding balance in every aspect of your life, starting with yourself. Okay? Lastly, we have pleasure, enjoyment, beauty, sensuality, and indulgence. You guys are definitely being called to, sit back, enjoy life a bit more. You know, indulge a little more. Because I love like a lot of you guys always have like that fight for the stuff that you want. It's like you guys are always being called to work twice as hard to get the stuff that you want, and now it's like this weird energy. It's like the complete opposite. It's like and now you get to sit down. Now you get to receive. Now you get to actually enjoy things, and now you can actually choose. So it's like you gotta speak up about what it is that you want. It's like before, it's like you always had to fight. It's like literally the complete opposite. Like it's like all my life I had to fight. That's why I keep hearing. It's like all my life I had to fight. It's like now it's like you're being called to just literally be humble and sit down. Like not be humble in like a negative sense, like but like more so it's like you don't have to fight no more. Kind of like be like a queen. She sits there and kind of be like like she's very humble. She's very powerful, but she's humble at the same time. She doesn't let all that ego get to her head. Kind of like that. That's how you're being called to do. It's kind of sit on your throne beautifully and gracefully as you should, and just and just sit down, relax more. You don't have to fight no more. Your blessings are going to be coming to you from now on. So just find pleasure in the everyday stuff. Have enough will and self discipline to take actions to actually complete stuff that you started here. And in doing so, it's going to build up your confidence. Okay? It's also going to possibly help you feel better about yourself because you're paying more attention to your physical health. I feel like the more present you become, the more grounded you are, and actually start going towards the things that you want. It's also going to help you feel better about yourself. Okay? Because it's all going to be working towards the future. The stuff you're doing now, the stuff you say now, the more you love on yourself more, the more you take care of yourself, the more you just make a balance where you're not only giving but receiving now, that's what's going to all help push you to bring all those visions and dreams into fruition. It's going to help you manifest all the stuff that you've been wanting. It's going to help you create the lifestyle that you truly want. Yes, Gemini, this is the end of your reading. So if you guys did enjoy, please make sure you like, you share, you comment, and subscribe. Helps my channel out to a bigger audience. You guys know I love all of that. Okay. But yes, with this being said, I love you guys so, 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 so much. But one thing you definitely need to ask yourself is, what is it that you truly want out of this world? What's going to make you happy? Here, Gemini, focus on it. Figure that out and then start taking action towards what it is that you truly desire. I love you guys. You're one in a million. You can do anything you put your mind to and never give up on yourself, okay? I love you guys, but goodbye, my superstars.